you know? And I keep saying, I think I'm gonna just hire a company to come out and wash the windows in the
Yeah.
spring because I can't get to them, because, oh, thank you, Pesu.
What does it say?
Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, I'm trying to get it over here
Yeah.
so I can see. Oh,
No.
there we go. Now you're big.
Well.
Well, not like saying. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Rude.
I've already offended someone and I've only been up like, oh, I don't know, 2 hours. Jeez.
So, I was telling Beth earlier that we're experiencing all 4 seasons in 3 days. Like, we have been, hey, Lena,
Hey, girl.
we have been freezing. We've had the blizzard. Now, today we're having kind of spring. By tomorrow and this weekend, it's going to be summer. I'm just like,
Hey, get him.
I don't know how you go from like 12 degrees up to 80.
Well, we did it. We were 85, and then we had it rained one day, and then the wind. Oh my gosh! And that's the day that Shelly and I think it was, what day was that? Monday. Shelly and I decided to try out this bin. So they closed all of our Goodwill bins. Good morning, Amy. Hey, Bug. Um, it they closed all of our bins and they merged them into one that's way out in Cyprus. And
Oh,
it is
yeah.
a warehouse.
I saw it's huge.
It is huge. And let me just say that they were like, okay, it doesn't have any air, it doesn't have any heat, it does and no, there's barely any carts. And I'm like, this does not sound fun. Let's go.
No. Yeah.
Hey, Willie.
It won't be fun in the summer.
Yeah, so we went because it was supposed to be cool. There is apparently some kind of air because something was massively blowing like an Arctic wind, and it was freezing in there. I had took gloves this time. And I'm so glad because my little fingers were frozen.
Well, you know how that Raynaud's syndrome, and so for the past couple of days, I have had like this little heater beside me, and I swear I've had my fingers in front of the vent because I'm like, I think it's because it was such a dramatic swing that my body just said, what are we doing? What are we
Yeah.
doing? And I don't know if you've heard, but Nebraska is having some of the worst fires they have ever had in their history. Like
Goodness.
over 800,000 acres have burned. So I'm just going to tell y'all price of beef. It's going
Oh,
to
I can
suck.
look at there. I can see you. Yeah, it's gonna go up. Willie said, oh Lord, there's two of us.
Can you handle it, Willie?
Ugh. Well, yeah, I spent all day yesterday in one of my booths. It's been on my to-do list for, oh my gosh, months, right? And um I spent from 9:30 in the morning until 4 or 4:30 yesterday moving furniture out, cleaning, sweeping. I found like all my hooks for the pegboards. There was like 10 hooks that had dropped and were behind.
Uh,
Oh my god.
hey, Miss Pam.
Hey, Miss Pamela.
Well, I
Uh,
know I was in the little bathroom and I was like, ooh, that's those knickknacks on that shelf need to be dusted. And they're like, oh my God, is that cobweb?
I didn't realize like that shop is not nearly as dusty as Glen Flora, right? Because it's a newer building or whatever, but I mean, there was just dust and I cleaned everything. I should have been home cleaning my own house.
Yeah, I don't know. There's never enough hours in the day,
And
I
I'm
keep,
off.
right, right, I know. I
But I,
need to do what Jamie does. I need to do the fishbowl, and every week I need to pull something out. Okay, spend the next 15 minutes, like, since I'm not a smoker, I could, like, have my non-smoke break and then run off and you know, we're gonna vacuum up here.
I would never. I would be like, oh wait, there's something over here. Let me, and then I would start that project. It
Well,
would.
that's what happens. If I don't like focus on one area, I will see something and then I'm immediately like, crap, because I went in the kitchen to get the water and then I got distracted. I was like, that pile of stuff needs to go away.
Oh, I could just do this real quick and get right back to what I was doing.
And then I was going, what did I come in here for?
I know my mom and I are always doing. Who are you and why are you in my kitchen? Kind of thing, like because we're always lost. We're lost. I am
Well,
the maid.
but you're not going to say mine because all the grass burnt. So
Yeah. What are they gonna do?
everything burnt.
They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to outsource.
It's bad. It's bad. They got farmers from all over hauling in hay to feed the livestock. It's been really sad listening
Yeah.
to these farmers.
Oh, I'm just sitting here, y'all. I gotta have my stuff. Y'all just talk on.
Oh, they said that just to replace the fence line is estimated at 15 grand per mile
Oh
for
my
each.
lord.
And I don't know how many farms, are involved. And that's not even like that's not fancy fencing. That's like those, branches, shrub bushes, typically the mesquite pine and barbed wire. So and I was like, 15,000 what?
Yeah. Simply,
So
it's heartbreaking
mhm,
when you see some of that going on. It, over here, that's life. You
mhm,
there's so
mhm.
much of that that is actual life, and I'm going, oh my gosh.
Well, and I think what makes it really bad is the tariffs, have really hurt a lot of the farmers. So they're already behind the eight ball and having a hard time compete. Um, Now it's just that added layer to it. And it's going to be a real challenge.
Okay, look, I remember the fires in California. We had 53 horses to get out of there. So I bet
Hmm.
had to just
Yep.
open the stalls and pray,
That's
thankfully.
all. That's
Oh,
all you can do with horses. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, all righty. Are we ready to get this party going?
Sure, sure. It's morning.
Alrighty. So Beth is my guest, and I will let you go first. For y'all, for anybody who's watching out on the YouTube, we'd love for you to come over to VAMP virtualantiquemarketplace.com and join us here to bid. You do have to be on VAMP. Um, but we would love to have you over here. I'm LaDonna by Bell Antiques. I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. I have my buddy, my bestie, my partner in crime, Beth.
Not
Carolina Sweet Treats and Pretties.
not real crime yet. So far, so good. Never know.
Who is in my, well, if I had to say my third favorite city. I used to live not too far from that.
True. That is so true. It's so weird because so did Dolores. Dolores literally grew up 20 minutes from me. And now
Mhm,
she lives in the UK. And I met her in the chats on YouTube. And we figured out that her family, well, her brothers are literally, I think they're like 30, 45 minutes from me. And she lived right up the street. And her best
mhm,
friend is 10 minutes from me.
mm,
So
mm,
that was a lot of fun to find that out. And luckily she comes to visit, and
mhm,
LaDonna and Cheryl came to visit. I mean, I'm here for now. I mean, I've been here
mhm,
a long time, but
mhm,
I'm here for now. Not too much longer, but I'm excited about that.
mhm,
But
mhm.
change is hard. Well, for me,
Yes.
I got those three little letters. You don't change anything, or I start flapping. I can't do it. But imagine taking all this stuff and packing. But you know what? It'll all work out.
Mhm, mhm.
I want Dolores to do a political podcast. I think she'd rake in some major money.
She might get demonetized, will it?
Lord, she might get arrested. She's a mess. So yeah. And I'm streaming to my YouTube as well, LaDonna. Just
Yeah.
want you know that. So don't act up. No shenanigans.
Your
um,
mama watching us?
I told her, use this phone. You know, we have to tell her which phone to use, but use this phone. But it's the daytime. She has things to do. Like
Well,
she's busy.
you know my mama lurks.
Yeah.
I'll say something to her, and she goes, "Oh yes, I was watching. I need to correct you." I was like, "Oh."
Oh, I'll get the text message. I will literally get a text message. Y'all know you'll hear that bing and you'll get the text message. She says, I can see you. Bug said, girl, turn your act right up. Yeah, they're a mess, man. I mean, I am 54 years old and my mom is still snapping and looking, and I'm like
Mhm.
a little bit scared, just a little bit.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, well, let's do this thing.
All right.
All right. Thank y'all so much for joining. LaDonna, thanks for having me. I am usually at work right now, still listening in my earbuds. The bonus of having long hair, people just think I'm talking and laughing to myself because I got my earbuds in. But I had told LaDonna, I'm going to be off. So I invited myself to her say, I was like, but I'm going to be off. So I never get to go live during the day, during the week. And I
Mhm.
was super excited to do that. And I'm going to be a duo sale with Jerry tomorrow afternoon. I think that's, what is that, 5:30 my time, Jerry? I don't know. It's on there. And then Dana is from Empty Nest is going to come, and we're going to do a little bit of jewelry haul slash sale on Friday. And then I'll be live on Sunday. What was I doing Sunday? It's with Penny Sue. It's with Penny Sue. So I'm shoveling it all in my spring break. Plus, I'm going thrifting as much as I can. Um,
Yeah.
I know it's the time stuff is too much. She asked me, wait, where are you going? I'm going to retire soon. I've been trying to retire
Yeah.
years. But you know, the state is different here. So they only let you retire if you work in the state. With a certain number. So you have to work in the state to make 80 or 88 or 90 years. You have to work in this particular state. They don't count anything that I did in South Carolina. And so I
Mhm.
will be trying to retire, and then I'm heading on back to South Carolina, hopefully near the coast. I mean, my mom is only 2 hours from the coast, but I want to be like
Mhm.
10 minutes from the water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to be somewhere 10 minutes from the water, Florida. So he's trying to talk to me going into a 55 retirement village. He wants me to come live in the villas. And I'm like, he's like, you don't even need a car. You just need a golf cart. I'm like, I don't know if I'm there yet, Dad. I don't know if I'm there yet. Oh, there's Nikki Moss and her new VAMP number. I was gonna say inmate number, but I think that's not that I know. But Nikki Moss, that number is too long for that. So
Oh my god.
yeah, I'm trying to retire, girl. I'm trying. All right. So, yes, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to my channel, Carolina Princess Sweet Treats and Pretties, as well as Bayou Belle Bentiques. That's LaDonna. And I don't think you need a driver's license or any kind of license. Now, my mom is just registered. So she has like horn and blinkers and all the things, but I don't think you need it. You can call it my inmate number. I mean, that's what my first thought was. But I don't think you need one, Bug. Isn't that scary? That's so scary. So we are on both, and we're on Instagram and all the things. And y'all, I'm loving Vamp. I just have to
Mhm.
say, I was so trepidatious about joining, and I think it's because of the listing, but with a little soft, heavy prodding from some friends of mine, that was like, do it. And then, when Misty calls you out and was like, oh
Mhm.
my God, you can do this. You've been doing this a really long time. You're like, okay, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. I at least have to try. Just have to try. So I'm going to turn it around because my first item is a little bitty. And I do like to show those. Um, up close and this way. But I have a vintage Hagen Vinegar. It is the mama duck with 2 ducklings. They did make some of these that have 3 ducklings, and all the things, but I like to call this one There's Always That One Kid, right? So this one is a one piece. It is one piece. It is shiny glazed, or called heavy glazed on the top, but there's that one kid. I mean, give me a break, right? Um, well, I mean, LaDonna and them can be quite, oh, I don't know, persuading. I'll use that word for lesser terms, but persuading about doing it. I mean, I've been doing live sales for about 6 years, but still, when you get a new platform, you just don't want to embarrass yourself, and you don't want to
Mm.
disappoint anybody. So this one is super cute. Look at all of the beautiful detail. That is something Hagen Vinegar was famous for, is that detailing underneath the glazing. Just a beautiful little piece. I'll give you some dimensions on this. I am going to run this for 25. Like I said, there are several other versions of this. Some of them, all the ducks are upright. That would never be my classroom, um, ever. So we're looking at what, about 3 1/4, a little bit over 3 1/4. At the biggest part, about 2 1/2. And then mama is standing and swimming at about 1 inch. These are super, super cute. I think it looks really good in a little tiered tray or a display. I love the way that that looks. I am going to run that for 20 seconds starting right now. And there's no chips or cracks on this at all. LaDonna, are we doing 1 and 1, or what do you want to do?
We can do 1 and 1 if you want.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
But I love that this kid is totally not even paying attention. So that was my whole classroom. All of mine, and their little feet, everything, but the detail is just fabulous. Thank y'all for looking at that. Some of these items will be in my buy it now. However, some of these items will be going to my booth. I did just do a little video and little update of my space. It took me all day yesterday. And when you remove flat surfaces and you put shelving units, you need a whole bunch of stuff to fill those shelves. So the little stuff like this for right now is going to stay on VAMP in the buy it now. Some of my other stuff will be going just because it's seasonal.
Right. Right. Alrighty. Let's see. We're going. I have this girly bunny candle. So it's the little girl in her little yellow dress. I have to make sure I'm not over your head. And then this one is a tavern duck. It still has its little label. I've never heard of tavern, but and then I paired it with this little pink doily that I have. So this doily is one of those ones where the fringe of it is all ruffled. There are no tears or stains to this one. When I was pulling all those paint my numbers out, that half of that bin was filled with spring doilies. I was like, where the hell those come from?
LaDonna, I promise we all need to do a field trip to your basement.
Yeah, apparently so.
Field trip.
I don't know. Hopefully the dogs will behave, because the neighbor across the street that had that little police, fire truck, everything raid that day are selling.
Yeah.
This house has been impending for months. All of a sudden, they hauled in a dumpster and a moving truck, and I'm like, what is left in this house? I can't figure it out. So I don't know what's going on.
Is it anything good? Because we'll go over there and help you clean it out.
I don't know what these people are doing. I'm like, I've never seen anybody take so long to move out of a house. So, but So now that before the weather gets hot, I was like, these candles gotta go.
Yeah.
I Willie, I know where the spun heads are. I'm holding them for ransom. Just saying. All right. So we're going to start the auction for girly paired with a tavern on a little doily. So all ready for your spring display.
Hey, LaDonna, is that doily one of the ones? Because I'm so new and things entertain me that you can gather at the center and put in a little vase and it makes like the flowers. Y'all, I
Yep.
thought that was the coolest thing ever. Like you could
Yep.
drop that in like a little vessel. I had mine in a little top
Mm-hmm.
hat, one of those little top hats.
Mm-hmm.
And then it
Mm-hmm.
it just looks like flowers. I was so easily entertained by that. All right. I'm going to go ahead and flip this around again. Y'all, look at this adorable sweet darling.
That is so cute.
This is like one of my favorite pieces. Look at her. Oh my gosh, she is so cute. Let me get her to stage. I love her. She is a vintage Avon piece. She's a cherished moments. It's called Come Rain or Shine. She is adorable. Has her little parasol with her. Let me pick her up and let you see. Look at just how beautiful that it's like not matte, but it's not high gloss. But the detail, I mean, y'all, look at her little lace collar.
Mm.
She's got her little Avon stuff, her little dress. Now it says come rain or shine. In the past, what I've done is I've put her in a little tray and I had some Easter grass right about here. You couldn't really even see that. She is adorable. The detail in her ear. This is a metal piece right here. And then this is her parasol. Y'all, she is too cute. I do want to show you a manufacturing piece right here. So I don't know if that was by design or what, but it's all smooth and it's all glazed
Mm-hmm.
with that light glazing. She is just adorable. I think she is so cute. I am going to run her for $14 for 20 seconds. And I'm going to give you some dimensions and then push start. It's about 6.25 inches tall. And she's going to be about 2.5 inches wide and about 2.75 inches. All those dimensions are pictured in the photos. And I'm going to start her right now. The auction is running. Is that not the sweetest face?
That
With
is
her
really cute.
bow and her parasol, I think she would
Mm-hmm.
be beautiful in a little Easter display. Most of
Mm-hmm.
them are missing their parasols,
Yeah.
um, but these are just too cute. Thank y'all so much for looking at this one. This one will be going to the shop by the weekend. I'll put it in the buy it now, but then it's going to go to the shop.
Look at what I found last night.
Aw, that is adorable.
They're little egg people.
With their little faces. I love her
I
lipstick.
know. I know. So I need to get those listed. But I thought they were pretty cool. All right. Next up, we have this little celluloid bunny pen. Hong Kong, where
Oh
he
my
was.
gosh, I love those.
I know. I don't usually see the Easter ones. I see like the Christmas ones,
Hmm.
but I don't come across the little Easter guys very often. But he's in really good shape. So he was sitting there laying in my curio cabinet, and I was like, "Oh, why are you in there? I need to grab you. You need to go."
It's that time.
Right. I am trying really hard to go through some of my Easter stuff because I have too much. course. You know that.
I wasn't going to say anything,
Well,
but since you
and
brought it up,
and speaking of which, if you take a gander at my Buy It Now, I did load it up
yeah.
with the Easter cards. So what I am doing with the postcards are I will list the seasonal ones, and at the end of that season, they're gonna go away. So, that's we're just gonna try to clear some of them out, try to offer you a better price on some of them, but you know, the shipping is practically nothing on
Mm.
them if you do them as add-on. So we're gonna run the little bunny starting at $8. I thought he was adorable.
Yeah, you usually see the Santa ones, right?
I haven't found the bunny before. So
I don't really like this new stand. I love it for the other way version, but this version,
yeah.
it looks like I feel like y'all are looking straight up my nose.
Thank you for your consideration. Like Beth was saying, some of these items will move over to the Buy It Now. Some are going to go to other platforms. It's just, because of the seasonality mainly.
All right. So, speaking of Easter, it's time for one of our favorite foods, deviled eggs.
Right.
And so I have a vintage Tupperware doubled egg tray carrier with the lid. It is the beige color, and I actually like it better than the yellow. I mean, I know the yellow is really cute for Easter. I actually use a piece in my display. That's just the cake server. But this is like every day, and deviled eggs is for every holiday. But it is the original lid. I did not see any call outs. I don't even know where I got that word. I think I got that word here. Imperfections is usually what I say. The seal is tight, no staining on it. It's practically brand new. It even smells brand new, like Tupperware. It does have, miraculously, it does have both of its egg trays. It usually you find them and it's just the base, and
Mm-hmm.
there's no egg trays with them. But this one has, which means it could have actually technically been mine or my mom's, but she'll probably say she's never seen that. Or she might have had two, and I was like, you don't need it, or I borrowed it or something. But it is Tupperware. It is marked Tupperware. On the base, there was one little nick right here. There's a little nick right there. But I mean, deviled eggs is what I'm supposed to bring to every holiday.
Mm-hmm.
So the egg, it's not been melted. No portions of this has been melted. They put them in the dishwasher and it warps the lid. Don't put your Tupperware lids in the dishwasher because it does. The heat will warp them, and then if it touches, it will melt. So a lot of them are melted. But I do have the double egg tray with the lid, and the seal is a good strong seal. I am running it for $18 for 20 seconds. $18, 20 seconds, very clean, like new condition. And so I've had several of these, and I usually put them in one of the shops, but I had an extra one, so I thought I would bring it here for y'all to see. And thank y'all for looking at that. This is another one that'll be going to the shop. Everybody needs a deviled egg. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
LaDonna, have you seen where they are making the brownie and cookie deviled eggs? Make it stop. So you have these little egg shaped silicone molds,
Mm-hmm.
like the shape of this tray. You put cookie dough or brownie mix in there, and then you take, when it's warm, you take a spoon to the center and you fill it with icing. Girl, you had me at brownie cookie dough, then you had me at icing, and I was like, I must have that. Does anyone like pickled eggs in beet juice besides me? Autumn, I'm gonna have to let you have that one. I'm gonna have to let you have that one, Sweetness, because I don't think I could eat that. In beet juice? No, I don't think I could.
I like pickled beets, but I don't know if I like my eggs pickled.
I don't like beets.
Oh, I
I
love
say that, but
beets.
I don't know that I've ever actually eaten one. So
A lot of them like either roasted or pickled, like on a salad. But it has to be on a salad, you know.
so is it
But
cold?
yeah, yeah. So if they're pickled, I put them like I'll do like kind of like a Cobb salad and add
Mhm.
them to that. But in the winter or Thanksgiving, I like to do root veggies, and I like to roast like parsnips, beets, carrots, Brussels sprouts, and do a medley of veggies. They're so good.
She said yes, roasted are so good. So do they taste like pickles or they're pickled like preserve? I don't know what pickled means. I mean, I
Yeah,
know
it's
what
like a
like pickled
vinegar.
okra means, but
It's the vinegar, like you would with
mm,
okra and your pickles. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's the
Mhm.
color or the texture of beets that I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah. All right. I was just double checking this. I don't see a signature on it. So I was going through this bag of eggs that I have, and
Ooh, that's pretty.
I was like, that's not wood. That is glass. That is a blown glass egg. Here's your base. So it does not have the china characteristics, and it's not the cloudy bottom.
Right.
Most Chinese ones will be a cloudy bottom. So I suspect it's like a one of these smaller glass blowers, since it's not signed here in the U.S. We even have some in Omaha, so it could have came from one of the Omaha hot shops. But it's more like a kind of like a celestial, like a world globe kind of, feel with all
What's
those.
that painting that looks like that?
Oh, like Van Gogh by Van
Yeah,
Gogh.
it looks
Yeah.
like a Van Gogh.
Mm-hmm. But I just thought it was beautiful if you collect paperweights. So
That is really pretty.
yeah, no chips, scuffs, anything, which was kind of surprising because it was just thrown in that little baggie.
Hmm.
So we're going to start the auction on this little blown glass egg paperweight. It is solid, it is not hollow. So
That's
yeah.
really pretty. Yeah, it reminds me of the Van Gogh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just loved it. And it's a great size for a paperweight collection. All right. Thank you for looking.
Okay, I have a brooch. I'm going to do a little broachy
Mhm.
brooch. I would be remiss if I didn't bring any jewelry.
Right.
This is about a 1.25 inch red gold tone round brooch. Well, it's not red, it's like a burnt orange, and I think this is a burnt orange acrylic in the center. Um, I think it's more burnt orange than red, like my tag originally says, but that's a gold tone. Again, it's only like a 1.25 inch. Let me bring it to stage because I'll forget. Um, I'm getting better at this, by the way. So, and it does have the little faux pearl center. I do not, um, I do not know where I got this one. But this one is Sarah Coventry. It is marked Sarah right here. So it is marked. Does have the safety class, the rollover safety C class that is in working condition. It is so good. Um, and my friend was like, "Oh, that's UT colors." I was like, "What?" She's like, "University of Texas is that burnt orange." But there is a mark on there right there, Sarah Coventry. It does have a 3D layer effect to that. Very, very pretty. I love that. It's going to run for 20 seconds for $12 if you are interested in that. I can tell you anything else that you want to know if you would like me to look at something. But yeah, Sarah Coventry little brooch. Super, super pretty. A little bit more fall colors, but still very, very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for looking at that. That one will be in the buy it now. She made some pretty stuff.
She did. She did. All right. Next up, we have this Nestler German paper mache egg. Look how cute this is. It's in a really good shape, but you will also get in it this little vintage fuzzy chicken.
That's how I feel. That's how my hair looks today. I just washed it this morning.
Right? So I just thought, that's why I said, what came first, the chicken or the egg? I thought this would be really cute.
I
Put
love
in
that
a
chicken.
little display. I don't, I find the chenille ones, but I don't find these feather ones. And these are real feathers. And these are like the older, you can tell by the wire feet on him. So I
Had to
thought
sneeze.
we would start the auction.
I love that chicken, man.
I know. He's
That is so
amazing.
adorable.
He's just amazing. My cats have been very interested in him.
I bet. I bet he's so cute.
I know.
And
I love
the
him.
German paper mache eggs, those are really trending right now. Had a
Mm-hmm.
lady come in. So note to self, people are still looking for hen on the nest. And they are looking for military memorabilia.
Mm-hmm.
They are looking for the German eggs. They're also looking for the marble or glass eggs right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was working yesterday, those are the things that people were asking for, to the
Mm-hmm.
point where I had to text the owner of Glen Flora to say, I know there's two hens on the nest. Remember when we were shopping
Mm-hmm.
through there? There's the Indiana glass one, and then there's another one. And this lady was like, if you'll just send me the pictures and tell me how much they are, do you ship? And I'm like, you're standing right here. But okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be listing mine this
Yeah.
week. I have a that clear Indiana glass hen on nest.
So I think LaDonna that she said that one is, did she say 48? Do you remember what that one was?
Mm-hmm.
Because someone looked at it when we were shopping the shop.
Mm-hmm.
So just
Mm-hmm.
note to self, if you have a booth out there, military memorabilia in hens on the nest, of course, fairy lamps. Fairy lamps
Mm-hmm.
are hot right now. I think LaDonna, are you bringing one today?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
well, let's get to that. Let me turn this around real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I have, what is this one? This one is the Unikite. This one is the Unikite necklace. It's a very, very pretty stone. Let me kind of back it up and show you. Sorry for that jiggling. I have a 22-inch Unikite necklace with the brass spacers in here. And let me bring this. I wanted to just show you the length of it. Here is the clasp. It is one of the box clasps. And these are vintage class. No, this is the hook class. Sorry. Fish and hook is what they call this. I got another one that has a. So here is the fish, even looks like a fish, and here is the hook. So they call this a fish and hook clasp. It is a vintage clasp that is used. This one is on a wire, but the Unikite is this pink and green and orangey tone stone, and there's no chips in any of the stones in this. It is so, so pretty. Lots of spring wear into fall for this one. The beads, I love that when it has this orange and pink color. Kind of looks like a globe. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I love this one. Again, it is 22 inches. It does have the fish hook on there. It is going to run for $30. Sorry, y'all, for 20 seconds. Sorry, I had to mute so I could cough. All that dusting yesterday, but this is a very, very beautiful necklace.
It is gorgeous.
That stone is unakite, so that's another new one for me.
I have got to learn more. I need to be watching Jason more
Oh, Jason is so good.
because he even shows unmarked jewelry
Yeah.
and what to be looking for. Because I do have some pieces that aren't marked, but I put them aside because I'm like, they just feel special, you know?
Mr. L. Page. Jason is, he starts with a B, right?
Jason Adams.
Oh, Adams. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Who's with who is there somebody with him? He has
his partner?
Yeah, his partner, but what is his name? Miss Pamela would know.
I can't think.
YouTube, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's
He
amazing.
is so good.
Yes.
Mr. L. Page, I know that you are on YouTube, and there is a way for me to send you a link if you're interested, but you also know how to reach me. Is it Jeremy?
Yeah, Jeremy.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, LaDonna. Thank you so much. You know how to reach me if you are interested in that. I think I can send him the link, right? I can email it to you to let you see. Will it show him all the pictures and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. So actually, Mr. L. Page, Randy, I'm going to try something with you. You're going to be my guinea pig. Not to purchase it unless that's what you want, but I want to see if I send you the link that has all the pictures and the descriptions. Will you let me know? Just reply to me an email and say yes, I can see it all. But I can just send him the link, right? He's not obligated to buy it. Okay, right. I just want to see if it'll work. Thank you, Randy, for doing that for me. If you don't mind.
All right. Next up, I have.
He's like, okay, she said, sure, no problem.
Next up, I have this bunny. She's a handmade bunny made from one of those old chenille bedspreads.
Oh, I love it.
And she's been decked out in 4th of July colors. So I figure she's probably like one of those Christmas goose where people would change the outfits, to match the season. But she just so happens she's more in a patriotic outfit. But her little dress, her little bloomers are all handmade. Let's see the chenille fabric. She is, what did I say?
She's adorable.
31 inches long. So yeah, she's really big. And her little face has been embroidered on. So, but her little outfit, just has a little snaps. So it's easy enough, if you want to buy. You'd have to buy some pretty big doll clothes, though, unless you make them.
Oh, I'm glad you said that.
But she's amazing. I didn't find any kind of rips or tears or stains, anything on her. But I thought she was just amazing.
I love her, especially how big she is.
Yeah, she's huge. Like I had her sitting upstairs in a chair. And I was just like, I was looking at her and I said, oh, we need to pull her out. It's the time.
Yeah, because my friend Shelly told them yesterday, I will have some, memorabilia and military memorabilia and patriotic stuff coming in April. And the lady was like, why are you waiting till April? She was like, because that's when I want to do my display. I have Easter in the shop right now. And I was like, I'm walking by. I'm leaving because this is going to get heated.
Well, I guess I'm thinking you could have like a spotlight display, but maybe start staging on the side the next season ready to start I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
It's her
kind of my
niche.
thought.
So her niche is the retro Pyrex Tupperware 70s colors,
Mm-hmm.
all that. That's totally not mine. She has that
Mm-hmm.
in one booth with some seasonal stuff. Over here, she's got more like a Bridgerton tea party and all the fancy stuff.
Yeah.
And in her third booth, she has pop culture and records and stuff. And so we were actively working on changing some of her stuff, but people are buying Easter and spring right now.
Mm-hmm. 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 All righty. We're going to start her. And I just thought she was fabulous. So,
She is very, very pretty,
yeah, like I
especially with the
said,
chenille and everything.
yeah, she's so good. She's so good.
And I love that the red, white, and blue of her.
Mm-hmm. And even her little ears have the pink sides to them.
Oh,
So, all righty.
one of the things that I want somebody has to do a show with me. LaDonna, do you know how to do those magic comments where they can?
Yeah.
Well, we need to do that on a show where
Mm-hmm.
we and so it can't be an auction, right?
No, it has to be a buy it now.
Has to be a buy it. I know I'm in the middle of a show, Mr. Randy. I'll do it in just a second. Because I'm using my phone. That's what I'm going to email you on with the pictures. So I'll send it to you as soon as this is over. I just want to see if you can get it. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Nikki, your name is back.
Why is her name like
Her name was back in Misty's this morning, and then when she went to the other ladies, her name was not there. Hey, Shell. So,
that's so weird?
yeah. So if okay, I want to do a show where somebody can teach me how to do the claims because but it has to be the buy it nows, right? So it'd
Mm-hmm.
have to be an all
Mm-hmm.
buy it now show. I'm gonna try hold my horses. Well, thank you, sweetheart. I'm working on something where there is a way that if it is not an auction, if it's not run as an auction, if it's a buy it now, we can give you a claim number, and it basically just gives you a link, and it's like claiming it right then and there if you put that in there. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't tried that yet, so I'm gonna try it. My payment methods don't work. Okay, mine was because my credit card expired. User error.
Yeah.
All right, let me turn this thing around, and I am bringing her because I held off taking her to the shop. Um, I can't remember where I've showed this, but I know that I have shown this. Um, I have a 1950s squeaker toy Easter bunny. She does work, and she is a Stern toy. She was cleaned up, but Um, I didn't want to scrub too hard because I didn't want all the paint to come off. She is in excellent condition. Look at those teeth. It looks like she had whiskers, but those probably have worn off. I am I swear I'm not broke. Well, I can't swear that. I'm not going to swear that. But you will see the paint loss on her, but not bad paint loss for a 1950s toy. Um, and she was sticky, but she's no longer sticky. I cleaned her up. There's her mark on the back right here. She is adorable in excellent condition. And she does squeak, so I'm going to hold it away. That is the squeaker. There's the squeaker on the bottom. And she is, y'all, I just love her. She is going to be about 7 inches tall. I'm going to run her for 30. Oh no, it's on 30 seconds. So sorry, y'all. It's 30 seconds. So it turns out I have two accounts. I requested my account email be changed to business email, which in turns now gives me two accounts. I don't understand why they can't just change my email. That is so above my pay grade because I can't even get I told LaDonna I can't even get my screen to scroll because I'm sure that's user error as well. But yeah, this one is definitely going to go to the shop, so I will turn it into a buy it now. But then it will be going to my shop as I have 3 new shelves to fill since I had a brilliant bright idea of remodeling yesterday. Thank you for looking at that. She's adorable.
All right. Next up, I have this Hong Kong lucite daisy floral arrangement. I've never found it in its original base.
Oh,
I've
wow.
seen the little flower, and sometimes you'll see them in just a piece of resin, but I've never seen them in this actual base before. So you can see how it's configured. These things go for an insane amount. I started looking them up and I was like, whoa. Just the flowers without
The
the
base.
base in it was just nuts. So, but it's in a really good shape. There are no broken flowers at all in it. No chips or cracks to the little base. So we will start the auction, and I know that price may be a little shocking. They go for even higher. I was like, what?
I'm always surprised by when I see things. I guess I just don't know enough about them.
Well, and I
So,
always when I do a live on VAMP, I'm going to bring it at a lower price than when I do an actual buy it now. The buy it now is going to be more in line with the market value because then I have to photograph it and I have to store it.
or you could just be like me, just store it in a shop for a minute. I told
Right?
LaDonna she needs a shop. She don't believe me. Or we could just zone the basement for business,
Yeah.
and then we
Hmm.
would your overhead is already paid.
Hmm.
What I think. All right, y'all. Here is my next one. It is a piece of jewelry. It's 27 inches, semi-precious, polished and faceted glass bead necklace. It's a semi-precious stone and glass bead necklace. So I've got stone and I've got glass, but I wanted to show you the length of it on the larger mannequin, and it does have a toggle clasp. It is on the memory wire there. So it is a hand strung piece, probably artisan. Um, and we do have the glass faceted beads in the center and then the polished semi precious stones in throughout. So like the disc shaped ones there. But these stones are absolutely beautiful. No chips or cracks in any of the stones. It's a great little display of beadwork. Very, very pretty. Let me bring that to stage. It is 27 inches. Also, I will say that when we put things in our buy it nows, there are several of the items that are with offers. So, reasonable offers will be answered. And I mean, we may counter offer you on some things, but you can always ask. I mean, what's the worst
Hmm.
we can do? Tell you
Hmm.
no. Okay. We won't eat you. Not on your first visit. But these stones are absolutely beautiful. So let me run that auction. This is starting at $20, running for 20 seconds. It does have the gold spacer beads in between this section and then again in another section right here. It is a very, very nice quality piece. Thank you for recognizing that. Between the glass beads and the polished stone. Yeah, I see the bite marks though. Oh, he's so funny. But I love the stones in there. Thank y'all so much for looking at that piece. I will have this piece in my buy it now. We have not found a way to put jewelry in the shops because we don't have a locked cabinet.
Yeah.
And one of the shops won't let me put any jewelry in unless it is a locked cabinet. But I got 3,000 pieces, so I need to be working on some
Yeah. Yeah.
to get
Well,
me a cabinet.
or we need to get you on a name
I
platform.
know. I know. I'm so nervous. Like people are nervous on YouTube and Vamp. Not really, because if I screw
Right.
up, y'all are supposed to be friendly to me, right? People on eBay are not always friendly.
Yeah, well, this is true.
So I'm just like, Don't yell at me because then I have to show my ugly side, and that's not good.
All right. Next up, we have this little bunny hauling a
Oh my gosh.
wagon. I had never seen one of these till Misty showed one. And I kid you not, the very next week when I was out shopping, I was like, ooh,
Well, there we go.
I spotted it. I have never seen one. Yes, they are, Jerry. They
Okay,
are.
well, maybe I should try that.
Mm-hmm. But it has no chips or cracks. Made in Japan. It does have crazing though, but it's very yummy with this crazing. But it is so pretty. I just love these colors, like that airbrushed effect on him. And like I
Randy, you're
said,
talking about the planters or the bunny with the wagons?
like I said, I've never seen this one. Misty, the one Misty had was the first one I'd ever seen. So, because you
I
always
mean,
see
will it
like
really work if you hook a wagon to a bunny? I would think that
it might
wagon
be a
would go
little.
off course.
Yeah, it'd be bouncing. It'd be a rough ride. So
Yeah.
we are going to start this for this little guy. But I even thought I have some Victorian eggs that I collect. And I thought a little Victorian egg sticking out of him would be really cute to
Yeah, this one's
display.
a bunny,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's a bunny.
Yep. It's a bunny. It is a bunny. All
I
right.
have the donkeys too. I have several of the donkeys. They are so cute.
Yeah.
I love a donkey. Love a donkey.
We call those the A wagons. I'm gonna be family
Friendly.
correct friendly.
Friendly. Rough ride. Got a visual. There you go. All right, y'all. This one, I cannot put this one, I can't leave this. If I squint, it's what I see in my head. Amen. Make it what you want to make it. This one I cannot put on VAMP or leave on VAMP because it's only a 2018. So
Yeah.
it's not quite there yet. This is one of the Target Spritz birds. This one is
Mhm.
retired. It's in excellent condition. It's one of the Easter featherly friends, and his name is Poppy. So these are I guess I think there's styrofoam and something else under
Mhm.
there, but
Mhm.
they have layered fabric and felting. I love his little backwards hat that he has on. He's got beautiful beading and embroidery. This piece right here is paint, but this piece is needlework. It's thread. But
Mhm.
he's got his little pants. Hi, Karen. I hope you're feeling better. And then, of course, he has his little wired feet so that he will stand up. I did do photographs beginning to, yay.
Oh,
But none of
nice.
his pearls are missing. Again, he is the retired Spritz bird named Poppy. Now, I have another one that I might bring tomorrow that I don't think is as old as this one, but I can't remember. So, all of the pieces are in excellent condition. Again, he does stand up on his own. I'm going to run this one for $15, starting for 20 seconds. It is running now. I collected antique brooches most of my life, bought them retail, but needed money, put them in a high-end antique shop, and the lock. Oh no, Luana, I'm so sorry.
That's my fear with jewelry. Um, I do like our brass armadillo. Like if you have a case, they
Mhm.
literally will stand there. And depending on who is opening the case, they may or may not let you reach in. You
Oh,
know.
really?
Yeah, but
Yeah, the cases here, you don't get to reach in to get it. That you tell them what you want, and they pull it out.
mhm. Mhm.
And they only open one at a time, and they only
Yeah.
take one thing
Yeah.
out at a time. Hey, Sharon, how are
Mhm.
you?
Mhm.
Hey, Gavin, thanks for joining. So he is adorable, but again, I cannot put him in the buy it now because he does not meet the 25 years yet. So he'll be
Mhm.
going to the shop. Thank
Mhm.
y'all for looking at that.
Alrighty. Next up, we're going to do this beautiful, I need to get this off real quick. Forgot it was on there because I had two of them. And
Ooh, I'm having a hot flash.
I was blessed and never had that issue.
I think sometimes it's just when I eat too much sugar. I'll be really honest. If I've
Oh,
eaten a lot of
yeah.
sugar, that's what happens because normally I have not had any problem. But if I lay off the sugar, which is very hard because your girl lives off sugar and loves a donut. Um, and Girl Scout cookies, yeah, those are waxed. I eat all of those.
All right. So, I'm not sure if you can hear it.
Oh,
It
that is
does.
beautiful, LaDonna.
It does work. You have to have it mounted on the wall pretty much to hear it, but it does work. I had it running all last night. It still whines, so it's not overwound. It does come with a key, which is kind of hard to find the
Mm-hmm.
keys, but it is made in West Germany. But yeah, it is. I'm not sure if you can hear it clicking.
Yeah, I hear it.
So, because you have to have it it has to be like literally on the wall, or if you're holding it, it has to be just right at that angle. So it is tested. It is work. It is beautiful. It's hand painted all on the front.
That is so pretty.
It's a great addition to a gallery wall. So we're going to start this one off at 16.
Oh wow, Becky Sue's daughter is in Germany right now.
Oh, nice. I lived in Germany for 4 years.
Tell her to bring me back some good stuff.
The candy.
We're not eating sugar, LaDonna. That's why I'm having hot flashes.
All
You're
right.
not
Thank you.
helpful.
I am not a big sweet person, but now you give me some German candy and not the milk chocolate. I don't want the milk chocolate, but I can go for me some German chocolate. We went, the last time we went for Sarah's wedding, she was a foreign exchange student that we hosted. So we went for her wedding, and we took a trip up into the mountains and we're watching them make some candy like right in front. It's crazy watching them make that chocolate on those slabs and all. I was just like, "Ugh,
Make your mouth water.
I'll wipe my drool."
Deb, that was a good get.
Yeah.
Congratulations on winning that. And with the key. That's the key.
Hmm.
The
Yeah,
key.
I have another one, but it didn't have the key. But I'm thinking in my junk drawer box,
Mm-hmm.
I think I may have a key for that one. So I have to investigate.
Oh no, it was heartbreaking. About 4,000. They make swivel locks now harder to get into. I am way too trusting. Oh no.
Mm,
I
mm, mm,
know.
mm.
Sometimes it doesn't pay to be so nice.
Yeah, right.
In thinking of that, LaDonna, when you showed that, I have a planter that is bluebirds. It's not a working clock, but it looks like a clock, and it's got the little pine cones that come down. And I'm thinking,
Hmm.
is that over there? Because I probably need to get that in the shop.
Hmm.
Geez, it is beautiful. I'll have to bring it and show y'all one day. Okay, I'm gonna do a piece of ephemera. I'm loving some ephemera. Um, I'm bringing this guy to the stage, coming to the stage, the king. Okay. So this is a January 1957. This is one of those teenage dig magazines that I got. So amazing. I can't remember how many pages, like 50 something pages. I just want to flip through really quickly. I'll back it up so hopefully everybody can see lots of the pages. I don't know if you're going to be able to see all of them, but I'll spotlight some things. But here's the big article with Elvis. And then get ready, cover your eyes because oh, Look at that. January 1957. Lots of great Elvis pictures and this whole article. So good. And then look at all of these cool cars. Look at that. Engines and everything.
We took a girls' trip to Graceland one time and stayed over there in Memphis for a whole week. We did like the Peabody, but we got lucky and we got to see it before they were going to move his planes.
Look
I
at
don't
those
know
loafers.
if they kept his planes there or not, but it's crazy. I mean, it's just the estate. It's just so bizarre. It's you've got to see it if you've never been.
What fell over there? Because if something jumps out at me, y'all, we're clearing this room. Intimately yours, so you want to be a model, it says. So this section right here is like a little insert in all of these magazines. The paper is actually different, and that's what I was going to show you. This is where the teenagers write in, but there is one page that has come loose from, oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
It's the early Craigslist
The early Craigslist. So,
candidates.
wanted, real cute chick. 15 to 18. Well, that's not too bad. I'm 18, 6 foot, a senior in high school. I love to bop and rock and roll. I'm unoccupied now. Does that say now? And with I'm unoccupied. That's not how you win, girls. And would like a paper mate to keep me company. That was Alan, and there's Alan. But the ones that drove me nuts were the ones that were like, oh, I only want, wasn't it that one kid? I only want this girl and this type of girl, and they have to look like this. And then I look at his picture and he looks something like that. I'm like, you're not to be making demands, sir. I can only see LaDonna.
Yeah,
Um,
if you're watching on YouTube, that's the downside of watching from YouTube because you can't click on the people. Like if you actually go to the website, if you don't want to be in the app, if you go to virtual antique marketplace .com, you can actually like go into the show and then you could click on Beth or I to make us bigger to see each one. But when you're on YouTube, you don't have that option, unfortunately.
Look at this girl. Now, this is what I wanted to show y'all. This one page has come loose. Look at that face. I feel like you could do something with a with like an assemblage or a junk journal with her, because that's the look that I give so many people most of the time. I'm not gonna lie.
I
All
think
right.
that's a good advertisement though for their magazine. That look.
Look at this. This is the hen house section for chicks only. Yeah. Look at the little bracelets. Lucky 13 bracelet, the newest in fad that is sweeping the country, sells for only $3.95. It's by Lauren Access. Well, it wouldn't be $3.13 now. So anyway,
Right.
this is a really great magazine. I'm going to start. Oh, here we go. Elvis Presley eggs. I'm going to start the auction. It is $25 for the 1957 January Elvis Presley. And then here's Gene Vincent right here. Look at that. He's kind of a looker. I'm going to go ahead and start the auction. It is running now for 20 seconds. But these are great, great pictures of old
Mm-hmm.
rock and roll stars, of nice cars, of all the things. But I just love this one. And then here's some hair gel. What is that called? A flat top?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Flat top. So I am going to have this one in my buy it now because I have not learned how to display the ephemera appropriately so that it doesn't get kind of
Oh
ransacked and torn up in the boot.
yeah.
So, but I love me some ephemera, y'all. Love me some ephemera. I have a little bit more Easter ephemera in a sec.
All right. So my last pairing of girly tavern candles We have the little boy bunny in purple with his little top hat. He still does have his girly label. Then we have the little tavern duck with its label. And then I did pair it with a purple and white doily. So you have an instant display of your Easter candles. Oh, I wonder why.
Yeah, I would just type in, can you at least watch without logging in? My mom does that right now.
Yeah.
If you go to the website, you should be able to watch without logging in. Now, you wouldn't be able to log into the chat, but you would be able to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
so sorry. I hope they fix all
Yeah.
this stuff that's not.
Yesterday was crazy.
Hi,
So,
Cynthia.
all righty. Thank you for looking.
All right. Uh-oh, kitty.
You
Okay,
know,
y'all.
he's running. Like he's racing across the kitchen floor.
Crazy cat. Okay, y'all. I have another piece of, oh Lord, what am I doing? I have no idea. Vintage Tupperware. This is a 16-inch vintage Tupperware fill and chill rolling pin. It does have its original cap on there. The Tupperware mark is right here. Right here is Tupperware. It's in excellent condition. Again, it does have its original cap. I know. I bet it is. I'm so sorry. And it's in great condition. I hated to, it looked a little phallic on this side, so I hated to photograph that, but I had to show all portions. But you know,
I did look at it and I was like,
I'm like, y'all, I was going, oh, please, nobody say anything. But this is a fill and chill. So you would put water in here, freeze it, chill it, whatever. Keeps your dough cool. That was the purpose of that. I am going to run this. It is going to be run for $12 for 20 seconds. It is running right now. Well, Miss Luana, if you see anything that you are interested in, you know what our emails are. Until we can get you fixed on VAMP, go ahead and
mm-hmm.
just email us and we will try to send you a link. But thank y'all for looking at this. I have lots of Tupperware. It's a good seller in the shop.
Mm-hmm.
But since this was close to Easter and baking and all the things, I thought I would bring that right now.
Right.
We need to have a Tupperware party. I love me some Tupperware.
Right. All right. So next up, I have this set of 4 hand painted wood eggs. So I'll show each one of them to you.
Oh, those are so pretty.
I just love the colors. These were all in there with that glass paperweight egg. And there was one, I thought it was cloisonne at first, but it's a hand painted wood egg, but it looks cloisonne.
Mm-hmm.
And then it has, there's also an egg that reminds me of the Matryoshka dolls, the way it's painted. And then you can see on this one, you can see more of the wood grain on it. And then this is the 4th one. And they're all hand painted. So we're going to start the auction on these, $12. I love these kind of eggs. You don't have to worry about them breaking, anything.
LaDonna, we need those in the shop right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank y'all for popping back in. I see several people are popping in and out. I love that. That's one of the good things about VAMP too, is that you can pop back and forth. Cheryl and Amy and Miss Natalie were in here, and that is Sharon also popped back in, and Carolyn as well. Thank y'all.
Yeah, they will get cross posted to the bike now, but I'm just gonna warn you, as soon as I cross post things.
Yeah. I did. I said it. I'm so sorry. Well, kind of, not really. But I was afraid. Lord, please. I was thinking the whole time, do not let Willie come in the chat. What? while I'm doing this. All right, y'all. I am going to finally parting with something that was mine. I have a vintage Winnie the Pooh towel set. I collected vintage Winnie the Pooh, like the vintage style Winnie the Pooh. And these are
Mm-hmm.
also vintage because these are, let me see, these are 20, these are 29 years old. I think they're 29 years old because I had them before. Yeah, before I moved to Texas,
Mm-hmm.
I had them here at my, well, in my home in South Carolina, and I had a bathroom that was all Winnie the Pooh, bedroom two, and I was a grown up. But I collected all the figurines, all the jump toys, all the other thing. It is. Well, I don't know. Is it what she's doing? The baby's room is in. I don't know if it's this vintage style, but I think she said something about Winnie the Pooh. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's the retro Winnie the Pooh because that's what her daughter had, or not. So, okay. It is a Disney set. Here is, and I am going to, this is a pet peeve of mine, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to break my own rule. I'm going to say, I will give you an opportunity to check out the sold comps right now before. That's all I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to say. But I've had them. They were only for display. I would not let anybody even wipe their hands on them. They were, it was, my house was like, okay, you can look at this bathroom and use the toilet, but if you're going to dry your hands, you're going to have to use this towel, not these. So this is the full size bath towel. They are the Four Seasons. So we have fall, Winnie the Pooh and fall. And of course, it's the machine done piece, but they are a Pooh brand. They are not the, they remade some of these and they were another brand. Starts with an S. They still have their little plastic where the price tag was, but these are Disney. This is a full towel. It is a big, huge full towel. My mom used to take these and washcloths and make the little hooded bath towels for babies
Mm-hmm.
and trim them out and stuff. This is so adorable. So in the pictures, you're going to see all the measurements of each piece. And this is a full size towel. Again, these are all for Disney. And I don't know what you call this, a hand towel,
Mm-hmm.
because then I have another one. This is Eeyore. This is Winter. Hey, Rachel. Thanks for dropping in. Again, it is part of the Disney Four Seasons. I will let you have an opportunity to look those up. And then I guess this is a fingertip towel,
Mm-hmm.
maybe
Mm-hmm.
with the fringe. And this is Eeyore. This is Tigger, sorry, with spring. No, April. Wait, what are the Four Seasons? Winter, spring, summer. This must be summer because this is baby Tigger. And again, there's no staining, rips, tears, snags, or anything. They are all, it's, is it spring made? It is not spring made. I think they made a version of these, but these are all Disney. They all have their official Disney tag. And then spring for little piglet on the washcloth.
Oh, that is cute.
And again, they still have their little plastic. I'm telling you, nobody used these. And they are all Disney. But so we have winter, spring, summer, and fall. It is a four-piece set. You get the washcloth, the fingertip, the hand towel, and the full-size towel. And I am just passing them along at this price because I've had them. And I don't do eBay or Etsy. So I'm going to start it for 20 seconds. 20 seconds. It is $40, but large, you get a very large towel. You get a hand towel, a fingertip towel, and you get the washcloth that all match. Thank y'all so much for looking at that. This will be in my buy it now for a little bit, and
Mm-hmm.
then it will go to the shop. Yes, layer in a kid's bathroom. It was in my bathroom, and like I said, no one was allowed to use it, touch it, look at it, or anything. I even had the Winnie the Pooh Bradford Exchange plates on the wall, y'all. It was bad.
All right. Well, Beth brought towels. I did too.
Oh, did
Yes.
you?
I have this
Darling.
set of Canon, vintage Canon, and somebody went and embroidered them. So
Wow.
we have the washcloth. These are in really good shape. I don't think they were, really used a ton because the labels are not super faded. You can always tell by the labels, if they've been heavily
Mm-hmm.
used.
Washed and
There's
stuff.
there. And look at the little detailing in these. So we have the washcloth, and we have the hand towel that is also with the same embroidery on it. The hand towel is 23 by 14. And then we have the towel. The towel is 41 by 21 and a half. And the only thing I saw was, let's see, it was on the towel is there is a little tiny spot like right here. But when you consider the age of these, it's in amazing shape. I was looking for the tag on it as well. All Canon. No rips, tears. Nothing really like huge that stands out. It's still,
Those are so pretty.
yeah, they're absolutely gorgeous. I think they have quite a bit of life in them. And I thought, well, I'll bring them here. I usually do very well on my other platform with the towels, but I thought I will give y'all the option first. And usually, I am setting this at a lower price because just the towel alone usually sells for higher. And it's kind of like letting y'all know. But,
That's good
not.
to change out seasonally for your bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
because we usually put like a Christmas towel or something like that. But
Right,
got a white
right.
towel in mine right now.
Yeah. I have like a rack that sits outside, so it's like the display towels.
Hmm.
You don't use those towels,
But you can look at them and they're pretty.
but they're soft. I mean, this set is super, super soft.
Yeah, those are really, really pretty.
Hmm.
All right, y'all. I am gonna bring this little dress. This is a handmade little dress. Let me bring it to stage. Um, so I did a lot of measurements in the pictures. So if you click on it, you will see the all the measurements. I did any measurement I can actually think of. Where is my little dress, LaDonna? Oh, there it is. Okay, move to stage. There we go. Okay, look at this darling dress. Don't look at my mess. Just look at the dress. Um, I'm going to bring it up close for y'all to see. I do have to reach over but you can see this embroidery right here. It is all handmade. It is adorable. So we have the collar with these little bitty pearl. Bye, Luana. Thank you so much. These little tiny pearl beads, beads, buttons on there. I can't talk. But it's, look how they got them little tacked in there. What do you call this?
Smocking.
I could, smocking. I could not remember that word to save my life. So we've got some hand done smocking there. Look at all of that pleating. And then you come down here, and this is a little, I think that's cross stitch, maybe embroidery, because I don't know if all of it is X's. But you have the little deer and then the butterfly and the flowers. There's a hand stitched hem I did
It
iron
looks
it.
cross stitch to me. Right.
Yeah, it looks cross
Yeah.
stitched because it's got
Yeah.
it's single stitched here. On the back, it is a button back. So all of the buttons are there. This is adorable. Now, I did measure in the pictures. I measured everything, the collar, the width here, the width there, the width here. There's not elastic in this, so that just know there's no elastic in this. But I thought this was so pretty and so appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
I got a hanger. I got a hanger tag on there. So I am going to run this little dress. It is going to start for 20 seconds for $15. The auction is starting now. It is all handmade. So adorable.
You know.
Now, I guess this could go on your bunny too,
Hmm.
LaDonna.
I have a dress, my baby dress, and I had both my girls' pictures made in it when they were the same age, and then when baby Faye came, I had her picture. So I have an antique frame that currently has like some pictures of a little girl, but I want to take out those pictures and put the four of us in there in that
Oh, that
dress.
would be so
Yeah.
cute. Yeah, I can't imagine making something like that. To be honest, I probably couldn't sew that button on.
I could like
I
that.
could, but they would be like the button and the hole, and so we would have to make it work
Yeah.
right there. So
I used to be able to do all that, but I don't know if I have the patience anymore.
thank y'all for looking at that.
All right. Next up, I have these floral Japan shakers. So these are like I don't know, tulip, crocus or something, some kind of spring flower. So one is in a pink with the little blue touches. The other is in blue with the pink touches. I do have
LaDonna,
stoppers. Okay, I do have stoppers, so I will include a new set of stoppers in with them. But I thought they were so pretty. They're in a really good shape. I thought they would be great for a little Easter display. So we're going to start these for $8. I the Japan ceramics are just, I just love them. I always thought they did such a pretty job on their shakers. Alrighty, this is coming towards you, Carolyn. Thank you very much. Like I said, I will put the cork stoppers in with them for you. Not sure where she went, so let's make sure these
I'm
don't.
here.
Okay.
I had to go shut that because it kept hitting.
Oh, was it flapping
Yes, that I kept
like
hearing this banging, and I was
screen
like,
door?
the gate.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure we didn't just close it right or
I saw,
something.
yeah, that house where they're moving out. I saw their gate. It was just flinging all over the place because we've had crazy winds. And I was just thinking,
Mm-hmm.
well, whoever's buying that house gonna have a broken gate at the end of the day.
I was like, it's got to stop making that banging noise. It's got
Mm-hmm.
to stop making that banging noise. Okay, I have a lot of Easter spring ephemera, and it's got two cards and a postcard. All of them have been sent. But I will let you see what I have. The first one is the A Joyful Easter with the daffodils and the cross there in the palm fronds basket. And it is a 1914 um, issue date there. And I will leave it is embossed. You can see that it's an embossed. I will let, if anybody buys it, I'll let them. You can see there is mark again, 1914. So that is the first piece of this. Then there is this adorable card. I call this the fourfold because it allows you to use pieces without tearing up the whole
Mm.
card. So many happy returns. She has some beautiful glitter on her here, and the blue and the pink flowers with those little birds. They're singing together. I love that. And the purple flowers. Now there is a little tape mark right there. You open it up. There is some imagery right here on this side. And then it was to Dana. Um, the little message wishing you all that is happiness for today and always too, because only life's finest things are nice enough for you. But again, I call this the four, because if you are junk journaling or something, you can save the wording, you can save this image without saving tearing up the whole card. And I love an old card. And then y'all, this, I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff, but happy Easter, dear daughter, dear. It is a little raised, embossed, I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but a little beautiful vase of flowers, right? And it even has detailing on the side. But this is what gets me. It's from Dad. My heart, my heart. I just love when I get something that's from Dad.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's this flower here. The happy Easter, daughter dear, this brings to you today is just a part of all that's wished for you along life's way. Love, Dad. Oh, I'm such a sucker for a dad card. It even has this purple stripe right here that you could use. Now, it was in a book, and so I used undo. My grandmother is 69 years old, and I have every single card she's ever given to me from the day I was. Oh my gosh, I love that, Amy.
96.
She's 96 years old. Oh, I misread that. Sorry. This is an American Greeting USA card. But so again, this is a fourfold so that you could use all of the pieces. This lot of 3 vintage Easter Spring with the 1914 postcard and the other cards, it's going to start for at $8 for 20 seconds for all 3, and it is running. But if you're a junk journaler, a crafter, or anything like that, this is a good little
Mm-hmm.
lot for that. Yeah, I can't read. I can't. Well, first of all, I've got these glasses on, and sometimes I can see out of them, and sometimes I cannot. So,
Mm-hmm.
and this will be in the buy it now. If you are interested later.
All right.
Now I'm really close.
Alrighty. Next up, we're going to do this little Japan tin litho duck.
Oh, that's
I loved his
adorable.
colors. So, but here's the made in Japan. He does have his key. Now, he does wind, but I said he somewhat works when he wants to. He's a little temperamental. That's the only reason the price is lower on him, because if he worked properly, if you finagle with him, you can get him to walk, but he doesn't walk as well as I would like, and I think it's because of the way his feet are just so close together.
Mhm.
But at one time I did have
He is
him
adorable.
working, but when he is working, like, his arms will flap and his little eyes will move and he will walk. Not so sure.
I mean, he's like me. I work sometimes.
Well, that's it. He's just really fussy. So that's
Same.
why I just said, he does have condition issues, and we'll just sell him more as non-working, unfortunately. But his colors are great. He's no rust on him anywhere, and no, like, scratching. A lot of times when you find these guys, they're all scratched and banged up. At least he wasn't until I drop him.
Amy's like, I'm 56 and don't walk well either. So,
Right, right. But I just thought he's great in a display. I just think he's so pretty. He's so vibrant. I love finding these little tin toys. So, but he will be.
he is really
Yeah,
cute.
I thought
But in a
so.
little display, he doesn't have to
Right,
walk. Like,
right,
you
right.
know,
Exactly. So I thought, well, I'll bring him. I know people do collect those.
maybe that's what I could become, a display. I could just be like, hey, I just want to be display. I don't want to work or do anything.
Just
I just want to be there for the
pick me up,
fun.
dust me.
Like, yeah, that's it. All right, LaDonna, I had to bring this because you are Bayou Bell Ventiques. And this is just
My
LaDonna.
gator.
It is. So this one is I'm calling it vintage glazed because I could not authenticate that it's Hagen vinegar, although
I
I
think he's
believe
a
it to
Hagen.
be Hagen
Yeah.
vinegar. And so I I did just a glaze figurine pricing for that, but I got this in a lot of Hagen Renegers. His glaze matches, the little hole matches Hagen Renegar,
Mm-hmm.
how they're flat because they used to be on the paper. But he is called the Head Up Baby
Mm-hmm.
Gator. And then he's got the little, I mean, Hagen Renegar did all of this beautiful detailing and the ombre kind of
Mm-hmm.
effect. Um, look at his, I mean, he looks like a baby gator, doesn't
Mm-hmm.
he?
Mm-hmm.
He's so adorable. And he is a little miniature. Well, gotta use your number stick correctly, girlfriend. He's close to 2 inches, not all the way 2 inches, and about 1 inch. So I just had to bring this for the Bayou Belle over there in her baby gator. Is in her always in her little logos and stuff. He is adorable. So he's going to be running for 20 seconds for $12. It is starting now. Hagen Renegar would have had that flat
Mm-hmm.
because they're all of that. Now the base of his tail right here is glazed right there. Thank you for your interest, Amy. I love that. And his little eyes are great, but yeah, he's so cute. Oh, thank you so much, Amy. I appreciate you.
He is adorable.
He's
He just
adorable.
needs a rhinestone collar.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of miniatures. I need to do like a miniature sale, but I have a whole bunch of Hagen Renegar miniatures. And it took me forever to even go through them and then organize them. And then the next thing you know, they're still sitting in
Mm-hmm.
that box.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can do the
Mm-hmm.
rhinestones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you could do a glam
Mm-hmm.
chick. I actually need to get you to do me a custom glam chick for my
I
mom.
got
Uh,
from Heather Elizabeth. I have Althea, the alligator head that she
oh yeah.
glammed up, and it's got a little pink
Mm-hmm.
velvet hat. It's still in its box,
Mm-hmm.
but it's coming out.
Yeah, you need to put it like
Yeah, I'm
when
gonna
you
have it.
get you a work. I know
Mm-hmm.
this is your everyday
Mm-hmm.
workspace, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
All right. Next up, I have this pair of, I'm just calling them weirdo pot holders.
Gotta love a
Right?
weirdo.
So one of them, I think it's a fish, and it's out of those old flour feed sacks, and they've put rickrack and stitching to make his face. And then the other is the bunny. Like, looks like, he's just like, I didn't eat that chocolate. I didn't eat Best cookies, but he's cross-eyed.
You gotta be fast to eat my
He's
cookies.
cross-eyed. But he's so cute. So
Yeah, that is a weirdo.
I said, we have to bring the weirdos. So we
She says she's so nice, Miss Lydia. Those are
aren't
unique. We're like, these are weird. These are weirdos. She's like, those are very unique.
they?
You're you're so PC. I love it.
They're weirdos.
She's much nicer than we
Yeah,
are.
you're not gonna find these anywhere else.
Yeah.
These are
And their
coming to
flower
you.
site. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm glad you like
well, I thought they
them.
did a really good job though on them. So these are coming to you. Thank you very
She
much.
might be able to make it because she said Lydia made it. So she might be a crafter. She may be able to use that as a pattern and she can make her own
They
unique
wouldn't be. I
pieces.
mean, they wouldn't be hard. I mean, it looks like they just stuck the rickrack in between
Yeah.
the two pieces, you know, and
She's going to use it for a pattern.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Make your own. There you go,
mm-hmm.
girl. All right. Is this my
Yes,
last
ma'am.
item? LaDonna.
Oh, it's a bell, right? It's a bell.
I had to.
First she brings the
I
bayou, then
had
she brings the
to.
bell.
I bring the bayou, then I bring the bell. Ooh, I didn't even think about that. I'm not that smart, but gosh, that turned out good. God, LaDonna, I didn't even think about that. Daggone it. Okay. But I always bring a bell because LaDonna gives me so much grief about my bells. I love my bells, y'all. This one actually is a vintage Brinks bone china. It is the bluebird with the floral. The design on this is absolutely amazing. I think it's hand painted based on what I see and can feel. Um, and so yeah, see how the things are going in
Yeah,
late?
yeah.
They're having to go to like it'll prompt them to go. That's what happened to Nikki this morning. But I do think that this is hand painted. This is from the Bell collection, but look at all the detail and everything on this. You can see the
Oh
brush
yeah, I
strokes
can see it.
in
Yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is really, really pretty. I do think this is a really pretty bell. Great display piece. And if you ever get sick or hurt, then you always have a bell to, and I will take it over to the side and let you
Mm-hmm.
hear it so it doesn't blow your eardrums out. There is a bell. No, the clacker is right here. That I was like, where is it at? So it's on wire with a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of patina on it, and this is a bone china or ceramic piece as well. Um, and it's very clean on the inside, no make or mark on that. But the design of this, it does come up Brinks. It is so pretty. I just love this. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna run it. Oh gosh, it's 30 seconds. I'm sorry, y'all. I should have done this for only 20 seconds, but um, I just think it's so pretty. And the fact that it's hand painted and stuff and I love a bluebird, but the flowers, this is really, really pretty. I appreciate y'all being here today, taking a look at all of our stuff. Make sure to check out our buy it
Mm-hmm.
now. Most of the things that are in there are, we do accept offers on. So we would love for you to shop that. And thank you so much for looking at my bell that I brought just for LaDonna today. You're
You're the
welcome.
only one I know that can sell bells.
And you know what? They sell at my
I
shop.
know.
I don't know what it is, but they sell at the shop. Like I'll put them here and I'll put them on, YouTube sales or whatever, but I will take them to the shop.
Mm-hmm.
And when I started out with like, what did I have? Like
You got a
40 or
lot.
something bells.
Because I thought you done
I
lost your
think
mind.
LaDonna was like, hey, are you serious right now? It's not that I love bells. Funny story.
It
It
was
was
an
an
auction,
auction.
yeah.
And there was a lady that was a collector, and her estate had 2,000 bells.
I'm trying to
And
visualize displaying that.
yeah. So she collected them. She wrote on the inside for most of them where she got it, who gave it to her, what year, and all that. They were very
Mm-hmm.
nice bells.
Mm-hmm.
I paid I think I paid $12.50 for the box that because at some point they ran out of flats. And it was one whole side of the room. And so they just started dumping them in boxes. I think I paid $12.50 for one, and I paid I think seven something. I wasn't going to get the box, but there was this lady that was not being very nice, and she was kind of like being rude and aggressive. And there was like one bell in there that I was like, oh, I really like that bell on the top. And I went to look at it because they're in preview, and she was like, oh, I'm getting that box. And I thought, well, good luck. And so I bought the box. because she'd been so mean to everybody all
Mm.
day. And I thought that is not nice. We don't be ugly to people because karma.
Right. Right. Mm.
It's not nice to do that to people. So, and then another lady that wanted a couple of pieces out of that box. And I just was like, here you go. I gave her the box. Oh, there was one of the, what are the ones that Misty starts with a K? The Christ.
Oh, Christ.
There was a
Yeah.
Christ bell in one of them. And I sold one of my bells for $70. It was a hand painted Fenton bell, and I sold it at the
Mm-hmm.
shop for $70.
Mm-hmm.
It paid for my entire day, one
Mm-hmm.
bell
Mm-hmm.
at the
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't really want it, but
Yeah.
it works out like that
Right.
sometimes.
Right. Alrighty. My last item is going to be what? It is,
All I saw was tiara,
yeah.
and I was like,
It is going to be a choice
oh
of
my God.
a tiara exclusives by Indiana Glass. What's that look?
Because are you only starting that at
Yeah. This is
$90?
a one time only. One time only.
Okay.
These are going for a shocking amount. But I said I will bring them one time only. They will not be listed for this price. I can tell you that much. They are definitely going to the other platforms, but Tiara Glass was made by a few companies, mainly Indiana Glass. Ellie Smith did some of their glass, but Indiana Glass did this pattern in particular. And believe it or not, these were sold at parties, kind of like Tupperware parties. So there are only a few pieces that are still being made, but not the fairy lamps. Like some of the cups or plates are still being made, but you're not going to find the fairy lamps being made. So they did come in. It's like a peachy pink on this one.
Mm-hmm.
They are referred to as a sandwich glass. This one is in a green. No, it does not glow, so don't even ask.
The sandwich glass doesn't
Right.
glow.
They come in an amber, although they will tell you it's not. They never considered it amber,
Amber
but it
glass, yeah.
looks like amber glass. I have one in a clear with that's more of like the pedestal with the shade type on it, and it
Mm-hmm.
came in a blue, like a colonial blue color.
Mm-hmm.
So I am offering choice of these two. There are no chips or cracks. These did come out of my personal collection.
I was going to say, did I not see those in your cabinet?
But I have a few, and
You need to do a live of just your fairy
I
lamps.
am, well, okay, guys. I will take you on a little field trip. I will take you.
It makes me sweat that she has that much glass because that can't happen here.
So
We can't have that much
there are
glass.
some overflow clears over here. This is kind of like my more holiday one. But then well, the glowies are all down here. And then we have some lurking back here. These are probably my favorite ones. These are the
I
Confederate
know,
ones.
right?
This is that new, a few years ago, they came out with these little minis.
The mini.
Yeah. So this is that other tiara that I had.
Look at the one right beside it, right?
This one,
Yeah.
this little octagon.
Ugh. I want a mini.
And they're hard to find. The Wishars, they're really
I
hard to
know.
find. And the prices rival a full. So, um,
Right,
these
Rachel?
are Westmoreland back here. A lot of these are Fenton that I have in here. I have some other like stars and bars back here. And y'all, if you ever find that little clear, and you need to make sure
The
those are a big
insert.
deal. Those are really hard to find. Um, and then my favorite ones are these bohemian ones. So I want more room to display. I have a red and a blue. This is
Can she see my face? She wants more
well, that's
room.
why I'm like I'm starting to decide which ones I want.
Look at the Santa and the
Yeah.
owls.
So we have the Santas. And these do glow. This is an antique one. This is by Cricklight, which,
Mm-hmm.
antiques are my passion. So we have this one. Let's see. We have another
Don't
bohemian. Then you
making me
yeah, you
nervous.
remember at Miss Pam's, I sold the Mosser. I have
Mm-hmm.
two Mossers that glow, but I also have the amethyst, the dark amethyst one. But the most, let's see, what am I on? Okay.
She is making me so nervous.
And I have some that you've probably never heard of. But look at this one. This is Moby Dick.
Oh, I see it.
Hmm. So, and then of course I have the owls. I have two other owls. So that's why I have been kind of
I know me
clearing
either.
out some of these because I want to put all of my owls back here. But I do,
She probably has $1 million worth of fairy
yeah,
lamps
I
in
do
there.
get these and I put them on a timer and then they'll all come on at
Let me see the America one. Oh, please.
this one. Yeah,
Right there.
this one is a Fenton.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, and then we have this Fenton opalescent
Mhm.
lace with the drape on it. And then we have this is the one I was saying. You've probably never seen this one. The base glows up like you would not believe. Then that one back there, that's that glimmer. Jocelyn just sold her glimmer for $500. And then I have some of the larger Fenton Burmese down here.
Now, are those two pieces, those
Nope,
Burmese
they're
ones?
one whole
Oh my
piece.
gosh. Oh no. Amy, come back.
Oh,
This is that a
yeah,
cat
that's an alley
with a
cat.
reindeer?
That's an alley cat. Let me, I took these off of their outlet. So let me,
Right, Chrissy Lynn. Thank goodness for cabinets. Keeping them dusted so they would glimmer would be a nightmare. Let me just say that I can't be around that much glass. I fall too much. I trip too much. I carry too much at one time and drop things. It. I probably would have to stand in the middle of her living room and just peek at it because I know I would fall into said cabinet. Um, that's why I don't even carry a lot of glass. I have one cabinet at my shop and I try to put the glass there. I know. Look at that.
yeah.
She wants to see the alley cat. Show her the alley cat. I know, right? Don't move around. Nobody move. Just look at it from afar.
Oh,
LaDonna, how long would you say you've been collecting those?
oh, God. Forever. There's a crick light right in the back. That's the Vaseline.
Some of those really, really glow.
Mm-hmm. But I pulled out a bunch of stuff out of my glowy cabinet because it.
You sold some stuff,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm. I still need to have another. Don't look at my mess. So, um, the alley cats, like I also
There's
have,
more.
yeah.
Look at that.
These
LaDonna.
are all hand painted by Trudy Mendenhall. She is a Fenton artist, well, was a Fenton artist, but this one is a mermaid. So,
Amy, are you okay over there?
so yeah, that's
If an alley cat is signed OOAK, does that mean one of a
yes,
kind?
yes,
No, I'm stroking out, she said.
yes. When they are hand painted like that, they only that's the only one they did. Like those ones that I have that were hand painted by Trudy Mendenhall. Um, you won't. She only did one.
She said, yay, I have
Mm-hmm.
one.
Mm-hmm. And that ups their value, especially if it's an artist that has passed away. I'll just say.
Yeah.
So now you know why I'm thinning my herd, because
Thinning your herd. I just told you on a Marco Polo, I said, LaDonna, we're basically the same age. I was like, I'm gonna be at least another 40, 50 years here, right? Because I'm planning to outlive everybody. That's my goal. And I said, you have 40 years to get all that tagged so that when somebody does an estate sale, they won't be like, oh, I don't want all these $25, you know. Be like, no, this is the price you put on these right now. Yeah. So I was like, you got 40 years and you probably are behind. You're behind.
I know, I know. Well, I am starting to now think more about what do I really love? You know, I mean, not so much, ooh, I gotta have all these different kind of hair. Which ones in that category do I really want to collect? So that's kind of
Do we know why? Did something happen other than the millennials got into vintage and stuff? Do we know why those amber colored tiara glass, egg shaped ones, we were selling them for
mm-hmm,
$20, 18 and $20. The big stars and bars I sold for maybe 40
mm-hmm,
in my
mm-hmm.
shop, in my antique shop. We could not sell them on YouTube because the market got so saturated. But now those are $150. The lid
Yeah,
alone is just sold for
yeah,
$50
it's crazy.
plus shipping.
It's
So
insane.
what
I don't
happened?
know.
What, like, is it just because they started finding
I
them
guess it's
and
just like the
now
hen on
everybody wants
nest.
them?
They, you know, used
Yeah.
to you couldn't give them
How many
away.
of those did you have?
Yeah. I was just talking
We
to some
used to,
friends of mine who were like going, do you know how many of those we've passed at garage sales and stuff? Couldn't give them away.
because they wouldn't. Yeah.
Now it's like, I was like, yeah, that one I have, it may be clear, but
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know. So yeah, the ones that I've definitely, have decided, I have never, I mean, I'm not an amber glass girl, I'll be honest. I
Me
just,
either. I got two.
you know, and then there, like I said, there are certain styles of the fairy lamps that just don't attract me as much as the
Mm-hmm.
others do. Like my Viking, I do love. My Crick lights, I do love, and the Bohemian, I do love. Fenton, kind of, you know, could go either way on there.
She's like, my husband loves Amber, and I'm like, ugh.
It just, I just have never that and the
Oh wait,
bittersweet. I'm not a bittersweet fan.
I see. I'm not a bittersweet person either. I really am not. But I mean, people. I'm a blue.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a blue
Mm-hmm.
glass.
Mm-hmm.
I like blue glass more than anything. I'm not a green glass. Hold on. I was going to show you what. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Now these are askings right
Mm-hmm.
now, but I'll go to solds. You remember these
Yeah.
basic ones? clear glass. You couldn't give
Mm-hmm.
it away.
Mm-hmm.
115. Let's just sort that by solds. I do not. Do you know that I bought them? I bought. Well, you know that the moon and stars is much
Yeah.
more valuable than the stars and bars, especially in the. Look at this. Look at this. This is a sold. This is a sold
Mm-hmm.
150 stars and bars clear
Mm-hmm.
glass.
Mm-hmm.
Clear glass, that's 150 sold yesterday, $150. The top $60.
Mm-hmm.
125 it just sold. What happened?
I I don't
I was
know.
buying them and selling them. You couldn't give away a clear one, but I bought two clear ones at an estate sale for $7.50. I sold them. I mean, I took a while to sell them because they were clear, but I sold them, I think the big stars and bars, I think I sold it for 18 or
Mm-hmm.
20.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like the Cambridge cornflower blue color or just the cobalt? I like all the
Mm-hmm.
blues. I like the satin. I like the cobalt. I like the kind of tealish. I like all of them. I know,
Well, I
right?
have
Like
a
if you have something you need.
I took a video when I was at Mama's during Christmas, and there's this one little shop that I like to go in, and the those fairy lamps the lady had have been sitting there since last year because the prices were stupid on them. I mean, I'm talking about last Christmas, she was asking like $150 for stars and bars, and it wasn't even, it was a flash. And I was like, you done lost your mind? What? So then the other day I get up and I'm like, what in the heck happened? So I was
Hmm.
like going to post it as a, real, like, look, see, when you ask crazy prices, your stuff's still sitting in here a year later. And I was just like, well, I'm gonna have to
Maybe I should
modify
hold
it and
off
say
on that.
joke's on me, because
Yeah.
she just
She
kept
must
her
have known
tag
something
on
we didn't know.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. LaDonna knows a tremendous amount about a lot of vintage stuff, but glass is kind of what she's taught me the most about. And when we were all three together, Cheryl, lovingly called it learning with LaDonna. And it would be, we would pick up something and go, oh, I really like that. And she'd look at it and she'd go, that's a so and so and so and so and so and so. And she would tell us all about it. And we'd look at each other and go, and now this is episode of Learning with LaDonna. And I think you need to have a series on VAMP or YouTube or wherever called Learning with LaDonna, where you just take like one thing and you talk about it and show people what to look
Mhm,
for, because we don't
mhm,
know.
mhm,
That's glass is not my thing. I'm a 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s girl. Yeah, they're like, please. And I like the fun stuff, not so much total kitsch, but I like just the little fun stuff, especially kitchen stuff.
mhm,
But I don't do glass because I don't have glass because, like I said, I'm clumsy.
mhm, mhm.
So,
I think my favorite thing,
and pottery,
yeah,
yeah.
my favorite thing that I have, and we'll go on another little field trip. Um,
Just cabinets, wall to ceiling. I mean, floor to
Yeah,
ceiling.
I
Lord.
know. And I told you I needed a paperweight sale, and I wasn't lying because these I don't collect
Oh yeah, I remember
paperweights.
when you were on the
I don't
paperweight
I don't
thing.
collect paperweights though, but they're in here for like safe keeping. But
Really?
I mean, like this is the Murano shelf now, but then a couple of paperweights stuck. So I was like, oh, but
What is
these are
that?
called glass
Oh,
lantern. So I
it's
yeah,
glass.
they're glass. So I have a whole
Was it like in a lantern? It was the strips,
so
like stained
it
glass?
they would be now I need to get my son-in-law to fix this. I need this to be soldered back the viewer, but they would have a flame down here. You would look through there and it would refract through here. So the slide would fit in right there. And they're called glass lantern. But yeah, they're made out of glass. So what I wanted to do is mount these in a frame with a white background so that you can
Yeah.
see the color of them.
Uh-huh.
But I have a whole like a box of them. And this was supposed to be like all my collections. But then the paperweight started and I was like, okay, yeah, those gotta go. Remember I told you about my uh
You had perfumes at one
yeah.
time.
Remember I told you my glass that I like to collect that Sabino.
Yeah. And LaDonna was so mad at me, y'all.
Ugh,
I've never seen a more disgusted look in my
I could have
life.
smacked
Y'all,
her. Could have smacked her. I'm just saying.
oh my gosh. So Sabina, I just learned what it was. And it because I don't look at glass. I go to these auctions. There's always that Sabino glass there. And I literally just pass it right by. And LaDonna's like, oh, I just love Sabino glass. And I was like, show me what that looks like again. And she shows me, I was like, oh, we get that at the auction all the time. And she turned around and she was like, really? And I was like, oh yeah, it's all the time. And she was like, yeah, no, you needed to have told me that before. Because sometimes if there's not a glass person there, that stuff will go for like $7.50. And she was like, the next time that it's there, you better tell me, hey, Nifty Kitty, that it is there. Yeah, she definitely was. I mean, the look of disgust on her face was like she was trying not to call me names. I know she was. But I was like, oh yeah, they got that all the time. And here's Shelly. Oh yeah, we see that in the cabinet. We were just like, whoop. Just
Mhm,
yeah, that's exactly what she was saying.
mhm, mhm. Yeah.
Pa- Palinic?
Platnick.
Is it Palinic cat?
No, I don't have the cats. I do the elephants. I have a larger elephant upstairs. So yeah, those cabinets were supposed to have been my personal collections. Like I have my Iroquois Indians, the pieces of Murano that I keep, the antique pottery, the oh, I can't think of the name. There's a special it's a special glass where it's cut to display, and it's made in old, very, very old China. But that was all supposed to be mine. But then when the paperweight came in, I was like, oh, well, I gotta stick these somewhere. So I need to do a clean out of that because I have my Victorian glass that I like to collect.
You think she's got a lot of glass? One day she needs to open the closet and show you the antique and vintage postcards that she has. What is a rough estimate, LaDonna?
Maybe 4,000.
I drool. That's what I'm drooling over. I'm like, because there's little love notes on
Mm-hmm.
them and the pictures are so beautiful. And she pulls out this box and it's like this long. And she goes, I have a few of these. And I'm like, I would literally be in the floor going, oh, look what they said in 1912. This is so fabulous. Y'all can have this glass, right? These love notes go with you forever. They just go with you forever. Forget all that spun cotton or bust. She's got that too. That's in the basement though. I'm going to LaDonna's. And I told her, I said, LaDonna, when you're ready to redo your basement, right? Which is all organized and everything. She knows where anything is. She can go put her hands on. It's ridiculous. I said, when you're ready to redo your basement, I will come and help you. Because I'm literally just going to play in all your stuff and we'll never get anything done because I'll be like, oh my God, look at this. Have you seen this? I mean, it'll be like a kid in a candy store. I'm going to have to lay down after this show.
Oh, all right. Well,
Yeah, we
we
got to
gotta go.
go.
We gotta get these started. So I'm starting these one time only.
Oh, we forgot we were
I
doing
know.
this.
I was like, oh yeah, we haven't run these. One time only. Like I said, your choice of Terra exclusives by Indiana Glass. Um, These will not come to the bite now for that price, I can tell you, and I won't even negotiate to that because you need to be looking these up, guys. You need to be
Yeah.
looking them up. So, but
If you're looking to start your collection,
yes, these are good starter
LaDonna's got
pieces.
a yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We were just talking about they're trending. It's a good time to get in,
Mm-hmm.
but it's nothing like we used to pay. This is true, Willie, but I'm not signing up for. I'm not going to be the doorman. I'm not doing that. I'll give the tickets for I'll take your ticket to come in, but that's it.
You have to get past Mike's dog.
Yeah. Well, Donna, those are absolutely fabulous. Your whole collections are fabulous. I have a collection of
I
donkeys.
know.
That's what but there's a reason that I collect donkeys, and it's a very sentimental reason for me, but I don't really collect anything. I now have a collection of cow creamers, but I'm not really sure how that started. I think that's kind of like your
Mm-hmm.
paperweights, where I was like, oh, this one's cute for this display. Oh, I get another one for the 4th of July display. And before you know it, I have 9 cow
Mm-hmm.
creamers. I don't even like
Mm-hmm.
cows,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but I have
I
some.
know. I know.
It
Like I said,
happened.
I was looking in there and I said, they have expanded beyond that shelf. I need to have paperweight sale because I don't collect
Yeah.
paperweights. I they're pretty, but I'm really not interested. But I'm like, it's time. I've picked up a few that I've been trying to figure out the signature on, but I'm just like, you just gotta have to let them go.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for
Yes,
inviting
y'all.
me today. It's always fun to we don't really chat. I mean, we Marco Polo,
Mhm.
but we don't really get to chat in live time. And I know some of my things, like I said, y'all are going to be in Buy It Now.
Mhm.
Well, they'll be in Buy It Now until probably the weekend. And then several of the things will go private.
Yeah.
What I do is I mark them private and I take them to the
Mhm.
shop. And then I have to delete the listing when they sell. And then sometimes I can bring them back if
Mhm.
they have
Mhm.
not sold. But I will also be on tomorrow with Jerry,
Mhm.
and Friday with Dana, and Sunday with Penny
Yeah.
Sue. That should be
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so. And when are you coming on next? Wednesday?
Yeah, I think next Wednesday will probably be I have a box of Victorian albums that I believe I'll bring, and I was thinking about like a cabinet card choice, because I thought they'd complement each other. Um, and
Those.
I think I haven't confirmed yet, but I think I'm having a sale with Miss Pam. I'm not really quite sure. But I typically bring my antiques and vintage when I do
Mhm.
go with her. So keep an eye on my Instagram for that announcement. So yeah, we're
I'm only able to be busy, Miss Susan, because it's spring
yeah.
break. Normally I'm working, so I'm not able to do anything.
Hmm.
But because it's spring break, I'll trade you a glam chick for an alley cat. And then next week it'll be back to, being a hostage and
Yeah,
no
right.
fun. Work gravely impedes my social time, I'm telling you.
Right? It's so rude. I was talking to my
Yeah.
boss this morning. I'm just like, really?
Yes. And then you know what else we can't do? We can't go thrifting when it first opens, because by the time I get off of work, it's only 30 minutes before the purple bag store. And tomorrow is double purple bag day, LaDonna.
Ah, man. Oh my gosh.
I think of all the places that y'all went. I took them to Round Top. I took them to Goodwill's. I took them to Katie. I took them to Glen Flora. I took them to the Purple Bag Store, and which is the Fort Bend
Hmm.
Women's Center. It's a thrift store, and whatever you can get in your purple bag. Bye. Thanks for coming. Whatever you can get in your purple bag um, is 50% off. And so they both of them were like purple bag day,
Hmm.
Purple bag day
Mm-hmm.
was the best for
Mm-hmm.
me.
Mm-hmm. Even though I have to admit, I was a little overwhelmed at the first one because I was just like, oh my God, there's a lot of people in here. But then once you find that first thing, you just like, get out of my way.
And there's no being
Mm-mm.
nice. There's no
Mm-mm.
being nice and sweet and pretty at the thrift store on 50% off Purple
I know
bag
Beth
day.
was like, excuse me, I'll take that Pyrex. And went over there.
Gotta be. That's the best part of being as tall as I am, right? I'm not a super tall girl, but I am like 5'6.5". So based on everybody else that was with me, I mean, poor Cheryl, she was only what, 5'2", and LaDonna was way over there. But there were these little ladies, and and I have a very long
She
reach.
was just like,
That's what I sure did. I was like, "Excuse me," and picked Pyrex right off the top shelf. I was like, "They ain't gonna be able to reach it anyway." Yeah. That's what Shelly was having me do Monday. She cannot reach, like she doesn't have a very long reach, and she was like, "I want to see that so and so back there," and I'd go, "Here you go," on the back side of the bin, and hand it to her. And this lady said, "You could reach the other side of that bin?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "I can't reach anything." Yeah, and so my friends use me for
mm-hmm.
my long arms and my
Well,
height, but it's
I do think it's a bit rude at the bends because they butt them together so you can't get always to, and inevitably something gets shoved back there, and and I can get there, but I'm like, I really want to scooch and just walk around.
excuse me. But yeah, I'm going to Purple Bag Day. I'm gonna be there. So they say they open at 10:30,
Mhm.
but it's not true. I found out they open at 10.
Ooh.
And so I'm gonna be in line with both of my purple bags. And then I'm gonna dump my purple bags out into the bag in the car and go to the other one and have double
Mm-hmm.
Purple Bag Day.
Mm-hmm.
But don't worry, Jerry, I'll be back in time for our sale.
That's what that when that favorite thrift of mine has their big sale. I'm there early. I tell whoever's going with me, you either in my car and we're there 9:30 for the 10 o'clock,
AIS.
or I leave you
AIS.
behind.
ANC.
Hmm.
Yep.
Hmm.
She said, I'm not above crawling right into a
Hmm.
tub.
I always look for. I'm like, is there an implement in this bin, a shovel or something?
Yeah, I did bring gloves this time, and but like real gloves, not like
Yeah.
plastic gloves, because I got to thinking if something's sharp in there, that plastic glove, like my clinic gloves, are not gonna do it. So I'm glad I did because it was so damn cold in there. We were
Well, and
freezing.
our bins doesn't separate the glass, you know? So I
Oh yeah,
found those
either.
Fenton Christmas trees at the very bottom. How they were not broken, I do not know. I kept
I
staring at
know.
them and I'm like, I think these are something. And then I kept looking, I'm like, these are Fenton Christmas trees. What? But Kristen, rule
Yeah.
squirrel, when she came, like we went one day and then she went back the next day and she found a whole set of Amish butter print Cinderella bowls, the whole set, mint condition,
Not
not broken,
broken?
mint condition. And she was like texting me, look what I found. And I'm like,
Don't
I
text
was
me
like,
with
I
stuff
hate
like
you
that.
right now. I hate you right now.
Like, yay, I'm happy for you and all, but it's kind of like, hey, I made a cake and I live 5 states away. Well, yay you, because I
Susan, I was trying to be a little sly. I was just like, because that is the one
oh, it's no
thing.
big deal. We'll think about this
That
one.
is the one thing I have found those like little German smokers in the box still. But I have learned since being up there, be real subtle. Don't look like you're actively certain, because you know how it is when you find one vintage item in the bin, you know there's more. There's always more. The
Yeah.
reason being because there's this little Hispanic grandma. Um, I don't know what her deal is. I'm sure they're selling at a flea market or something. I don't know what they're doing, but she will be in your bubble. And I went after her. I am normally a very, very polite person, but I was just like, I said, you need to back off And I said, this is my boundary. This is,
This is my
yeah.
dance space. This is your dance
And I don't know
space.
what she was, I sure she was cursing me out. I didn't recognize what she was
Probably.
saying, but I just was looking at her and she was just, you know,
She was putting oho on you.
well, but she and Cheryl tangled one time. Yeah, she is so rude. It's unreal. I have never encountered something like, and well, and I'm not one that when the fresh bin comes out, I'm just like, you go for it. You
Oh
go for
yeah.
it.
Too peoply, can't do it.
That one I found the Fenton trees in, that bin had been out for a while. But I tell you what, now when they roll out a new bin, I will get in there and start looking. Now I'm not as aggressive because
Yeah,
like
no.
things fly when they first come out. Like
Hmm.
those men are throwing the stuff. And I'm just like, you either lost your ever freaking mind. You know?
Yeah. I don't engage. I know myself better enough because I'm so protective. That happened when we went on Monday. And Shelly's has shared, we've all shared publicly that she had breast cancer and double mastectomy, reconstruction, and there was a lot of healing, and she's still healing and things. And she was kind of looking there by herself
Mhm.
at the books. And this guy came over and just was trying to just run past her, and she kind of backed up because she's protecting her, her healing. And she said, I turned my head and looked at him and I said, Shelly, honey, are you done right here? Because if you're not, then you can come right back here and he can just
Mhm.
move. It's just like I'm cool and everything until you really, like, she could have been hurt,
Mhm.
over something in the bins, over a book that's 33 cents. And you just need to be kind and you need to be considerate of the other people. But I know myself too much. I just am like, y'all can go over here, I'll look over here, in 5 minutes you'll be done, and I'll go
Mhm.
back over there, and where it's not so in your face. But I mean, sometimes you find some really, really
Mhm.
great
Mhm.
things, and you're just like, how in the world is that not
Mhm.
broken? You
Mhm.
know, I found I don't know what, a 1935. I need to ask Miss Felicia about it. It was a book.
Mhm.
And it said first printing,
Mhm. Mhm.
1935. So it wasn't signed that I saw or anything. And then I also got a
Mhm.
cookbook that had all handwritten. She had glued them, I guess, to the pages. I'm so excited about that
Yeah,
one.
I've taken my mom. My mom is addicted. She's 75 and she loves it. And I have told her, I said, just watch out. And she's like, I hold my own. It's like,
I'm sure she would.
okay.
Yeah, my mom is like this. I'm not doing this. Like I
Oh,
know she would
my
not.
mother
She wouldn't
loves
do
it.
that.
It's a highlight of her trip. Sky. I've gotten her and Sky both hooked. And my mom will find things. And that's what's cool about generational going, because my
Hmm.
mom will pick things up that I don't know anything about. And she will come and bring them and she will tell me about them. And
Yeah,
I'm just like,
that's good though. I mean, because we wouldn't
mm-hmm,
know.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the bins are a lot of fun. But it's just the
Yeah.
hunt. It's wherever you go. It's the hunt. Whether it's a garage sale or hey, in a box that you just found in the garage, and you're like, oh my god,
Mm-hmm,
where did this come
mm-hmm.
from?
Yes.
That's my. I have 4 hauls, 1, 2, 3, 4, sitting right here for me to actually video, and I got a Goodwill in my
Mm-hmm.
phone. I mean,
I know.
yeah, I got some stuff to do. So
All
thank y'all
right.
for being here today. And again, check our buy it now, and the items
Mhm.
that did not sell today will be, for most part, in our buy it now. And I don't think LaDonna, did you say you're putting them in the what do you call those, fairy lamps in, or are you not? Are you listing those on the other platform?
Um, they will not go in for nearly, they'll go in competitive priced but they will be cross posted. And I
Okay.
honestly don't expect them to last.
Yeah, not on it. Not if you're putting
Yeah.
it on like Etsy or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. So,
So, all right, y'all. Thanks, LaDonna. Thank you, and thank you for claiming the Bayou. I should have known that Bayou Bell. I didn't get that. It makes me mad when I miss an opportunity. Thank y'all for joining us. Is there somebody to rate into, LaDonna?
let's see. Is anybody on? I know Amy was on earlier because she had that delicious basket. I think
It just says starting
starting
soon for
soon.
each side. What does starting
I
soon mean?
guess I think her start time has come and gone. Like,
Lorianne is about to go on
yeah,
too, second part of living.
yeah.
So there's so many
I
today.
know. It's a busy day. It used to be nobody was on Wednesdays, but I am so excited to see
Yeah.
everybody. So, well,
All
all
right.
right.
Well, thanks, and we'll do it
All right.
again.
See y'all later.
Bye,
Bye.
y'all. Thank you for having us.